If it's not been wet, it's been windy here in Wales, so the audio in these videos is unusable even though it looks quite sunny. Quick rundown from last time on the screen now. These were the normal use tests, which covered most situations on smooth roads and gravel paths. As you can see, the final scores for both trailers are very similar, despite having different strengths. But today, we'll look at how they behave off-road, which is the Coho's home turf, before deciding an overall winner and going over the scores quickly to see which trailer would suit you best.
Probably like to hear at some point. It's just a lot of fiction like
Yeah, unfortunately the Burley Bee doesn't act very well on the long grass. As you can see, I've made it through quite easily, and Coral is just stuck pushing for a long time.
Bye! Get dry feet! What do you think?
It gets through. But yeah, that could be a lot more challenging when there's more weight in.
But this could be higher. Could be like
legs.
two. Yeah, true. Because that is the only problem with it, I think, with the bottoming out is. broke. Off-roading, boys! Piece of cake. That was easy.
Such a good boy, Seb. You a good boy? You a good boy? Yeah, you a good boy.
Although the single wheel is the obvious winner overall, this is mainly due to the versatility of the design. You can pretty much take it anywhere. But if you're rarely straying from tarmac and gravel, I'd be much more confident recommending the double wheel. Let's go through the scores quickly and I'll explain why. Unassembled, both trailers pack down to a size that's easy to carry and store. The Coho takes about 4 times longer to assemble, but it's much smaller, so doesn't generally need packing down all the way. The system to attach the Coho to the bike is miles away better than the Bee or any other system I've seen. Combine that with the stand and it just makes the trailer feel effortless to use. The Bee did surprise us with its agility though, and the turning circle is definitely less restricted because it pivots at the bike's axle rather than behind the wheel. Both trailers tow really well on the flat and downhill, but the single wheel takes a lot more getting used to. The stability of the 2 wheels is inarguable, and you can just cycle in your normal style and the trailer will follow. At low speeds and climbing hills, the single wheel can feel a lot like a pendulum working against your balance, unless you're someone that keeps the frame of the bike obsessively vertical already. So, if you're looking for a trailer for majority smooth surfaces and you don't want to have to adapt your riding style, just get a 2-wheeler. But if you go off-road at all, keep watching. We've only had access to the smooth tarmac part of our local pump track, as the gravel sections are being redone at the moment. So the scores on that are equal, but I think the Bee would have had a lower score if it had had to go on the rougher ground, to be honest. Because off-road, it all falls apart for the 2-wheeler. Too wide to stay on the beaten path, and too low to clear the long grass. It just isn't designed for this. In the wet and mud, the Coho follows the line you've chosen, whereas the Bee jumps into all the bits you've tried to avoid. The 2 wheels hitting a deep puddle of mud simultaneously is no fun, and it feels like someone's just jammed the brakes on. This only gets worse when it comes to rocks, nearly being flipped over as it bounces around one wheel into a rut, another wheel off the top of a rock. The single wheeler, however, is in its element. This isn't extreme use at all for the Coho, so if any of the terrain in this video looks similar to the routes you want to do, go ahead and get a single wheeler.